I'm willing to bet that you've never seen a camera quite like this one before, have you? Introducing the Fujifilm X-Half. This odd little camera merges the style and the general functionality of one of the older film half-frame cameras, this is where the half comes from in the name, as well as Fujifilm's retro rangefinder design, shrinking it all down into a tiny little footprint. Now when I say tiny, I mean tiny. Look at this thing, it weighs 8 ounces, and for me personally, I can fit this comfortably in one of my pockets and walk around. Now you will notice a couple unusual things about this camera right off the bat. First and foremost, both the main display as well as the viewfinder are vertically oriented in a 3:4 ratio, not a 4:3 ratio, which means that yes, you guessed it, the 1-inch sensor that this thing is packing is also oriented vertically, all of this for social media purposes. You are also going to notice this little bar here, which actually is a secondary screen. Now, as you can see, it does act as a little film stock window, which is pretty cool, but it also allows you to change your filter settings and film emulation settings. The camera does come with a 10.8mm fixed lens, which I know seems pretty wide, but it's actually closer to a 32mm lens on this size of a sensor. Everything on this camera was built for simplicity. You only really have 2 buttons on this camera. One is your shutter, if you count that. The other is your playback button on the back here. You also only have 2 switches that you have to deal with. One of them on the back will switch from stills to video. The other one, located on the side here, will help you activate the on-camera flash. Yes, this does come with an on-camera flash. Everything else that you might need you can access by swiping up, down, left, or right on the main display on the back. This gives you access to your main camera settings, your shooting settings, your filter and film emulation settings, as well as a really interesting and special film camera mode. This mimics the act of shooting a roll of film, giving the user a predetermined number of shots before you've completed the roll, and then after it's completed, it gives you a full contact sheet either on your memory card or if you're using the new app, right to your phone. Have you ever wanted to shoot film without having to shoot film? Well, this is the camera for you. You also may have noticed that you do have a lever on the very top that is like a film advance lever, but for this camera, it unlocks when you power the camera on. If you push the lever in, it will show you your last photo or your last video, but if you pull the lever out, it will enter into a kind of half-frame mode, where it will act more as a half-frame camera, giving you 2 photos that you can put side by side in the same frame. Now, this is a camera that's really made for digital creators who are looking for almost zero hassle, but still want the feeling of actually shooting photos. It's simple, it's light, it's small, like I keep mentioning over and over in this video. It looks and it feels good in your hands, but most importantly, it produces an amazing image right out of the camera. People want simplicity, and Fujifilm is happy to oblige. If you want to know more about the Fujifilm X-Half or anything else camera related, please be sure to give us a call, send us an email, DM us on one of our social media sites, or simply stop by one of our 9 stores located around New England.